Hi, Julie Jules Cruise Companion. Today let's go over the cash and currency that you need to carry with you when you are on a Pacific Island cruise out of Australia. Predominantly, you need to carry Australian currency in small denominations. If you do want to exchange your cash in Australia for the local currency, which is Vatu for Vanuatu or French Pacific francs for Noumea, New Caledonia, that's fine, you can do that. But then you are just going to be paying commissions and exchange rates, etc. So if you do not want to do that, what you can do is carry small amounts of money with you and allocate them for each of the islands to make sure that you have enough money for a drink, a packet of chips, something that they may sell on the islands like crab or lobster or souvenirs. Definitely souvenirs, sarongs, magnets, jewelry, pants, snorkelling equipment, and also some of the locals will be touting their business by doing like snorkelling excursions or kayaking guides, that type of thing. And you need about 45 to 50 Australian dollars per person for those. So budget and carry Australian cash on you. If you don't bring enough cash with you onto the boat, there is an ATM here on the boat, but it does have a pretty high fee. I think it's about $8+ to get money out. The other way that you could get money out and it goes onto your credit card would be going to the casino, putting some money onto your casino card from your room, so it gets charged to your credit card, then going over to the cashier and cashing it out and asking for small denominations there. That could be one way. Or if you do have a lot of large notes, but when the people give you back change, they don't always give you back in Australian dollars. So you could go to customer service, you can go to the services desk and just get the larger notes, your 50s, cracked into $5 notes. That would be more helpful so that you don't lose too much if they do not give you change back in Australian dollars, and they may give it to you in local currency. On Mystery Island, they actually gave it to you in the Australian dollars, so that was handy. So you didn't have to pay $5 for a drink like you did the previous occasion on Lifu, where everything was $5. Some things were $4, and then they gave you a gold coin back. The only real shops that would take credit cards would be the really, really big shops like the duty-free shops or Johnson & Johnson on Noumea. If you were to be travelling to Fiji, they do accept some Australian dollars, but they have a currency that is the Fijian dollar. If you go to an ATM, it will give you back Fijian dollars, but most of the larger stores will take credit cards. When you are using a credit card for a store-bought purchase overseas, it will ask you, do you want to do the exchange rate via the international company or the exchange rate for your bank at home? Always choose the exchange rate for your bank at home because it is the one that has the less volatility and they're not going to price gouge you as much. So of the two choices, exchange in the local currency or exchange from your own bank, do it for your own bank at home. If you are on the Samoan Islands, they take tala and sane. They do not take Australian dollars. And if you were in Tonga, you would be using the local currency of Paanga. The islands where you will be able to use Australian dollars is going to be Nauru, Kiribati, Tuvalu, Norfolk Island, Christmas Island, Cocos or Keeling Island. How much do you need to budget? As a solo, I always budget a little bit for tipping and a little bit for a drink and a souvenir. So I budget $50 on average per day. But if you're going to be buying a lot of souvenirs like sarongs and hats, etc., budget a little bit more. What I also did was the money that I didn't spend on one island, I just carried it over to the second island, and then I had more if I wanted the opportunity to spend more. But if I didn't spend the whole amount, I would just carry it over to the next island. So how much do I budget? About 50 Australian dollars is a reasonable enough expense. And you're also giving money to the local economy for that island that only really has a tourism economy, because most islands are subsistence existence, which makes it very stressful for them. So the tourist season, when the ships come in, be generous. Tip where you can. This is Julie Jules, Cruise Companion, saying stay safe, everybody, and happy travels.